in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So Texas offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the years, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Now sliding to his left. Looking for a big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Heading to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Massey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the running back has it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Give to the back. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that.
Touchdown Longhorns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
Kentucky, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Moving away from pressure. Got his man on the right. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Texas! Great job by the back on the option. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on first and 10. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The corners are walked up tight.
4-2 Spider.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer.
Okay, ready?
So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. On the sweet spin, and he's free. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players at your school. And now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete on the shuffle. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And here comes the field goal unit. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And when the man behind center has it going the way he has so far, you are feeling good about reaching into the playbook. He's got it, and the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Kentucky! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up, they take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in.
Hauls it in down the sideline. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Tackled immediately after the catch.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. On the option. Finding an escape route. Spins away from the defense. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Hand off from the shotgun. He breaks a tackle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Okay.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Texas offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here.
Oh, he's got some space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Got his man on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Looking deep. Working the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Maybe a double pass. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Russell. He's going to take off. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. to the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it along the sideline. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Off the RPO, complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back on the option to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And these jet sweeps are just so hard to stop for no gain. I mean, a guy having a full head of steam, getting to the perimeter, and that's a nice job by this offense. Get the first down, not a huge gain, but get away from all those big linemen in the middle and get that first down and keep the sticks moving.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards.
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Fires left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
That's a really nice-looking catch, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback. Gets it past the marker. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started.
What a day, his third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot in this offense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Now, fourth down. Number 16, on to punt it away.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
Ready? Break. Double. Back 18.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback gets past the marker. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's up to 55 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign.
Let's go.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Get ready.
Right back to the well. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Playing the option meant consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll try to run for it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pressure coming. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Hatchett. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Looking for a productive play on first down.
42 Spider. Force.
Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hatchett. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and did not pay off. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wants to go up top, and he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Quick completion to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Let's it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Got it behind the line. It's Hatchett. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Texas.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And when you've been around a while, as this guy has behind center, you expect this type of performance, and boy, has he delivered. The aerial attack has been precise. They put up big numbers. They put points on the board. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense, whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Kentucky will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Oh, maybe a double pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.